This morning we discussed the subject matter keys to financial independence, and this is a summary of our discussion. We started asking this important question: if you should lose your job today, how many weeks, how many months, how many years can you survive without salary? I think that this is an important question. If you're a salaried worker, you need to ask yourself. If you lost your job today, how many weeks, how many months, how many years can you survive without salary? We said that traditionally the thinking has been go to school, get good grades, get a degree, find a good job, work till you are 60 and you get a good pension. We know that it doesn't work like that today. There must be a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at things. What is the new way? Learn to manage finances, learn to create wealth, and ultimately push towards becoming financially independent. What do we mean by financial independence? Getting to a stage in life where you can sustain your desired lifestyle without salary. When you get there, we say you are financially independent. So we discussed some 5 keys that will help you to become financially independent. The first key we discussed was the fact that we need to understand the fact that money is irrational. Money does not think. Money does not go to where it is needed most. If you are not proactive with money, money will not come to you, because money is irrational, money is neutral. So we have to be proactive when it comes to the issues of money, because money is important and money is everybody's business. The second thing we discussed this morning is the fact that you need to plan your finances. You need to sit down and ask yourself important questions. Where do I find myself today, so far as finances are concerned? And where do I want to find myself in another 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? And you have to plan for it, because it will not just happen. And you can plan for anything, but there are 4 things I believe are important you need to factor into your planning. One is retirement. Whether you like it or not, you'll retire one day. And you have to plan for your retirement and enjoy your retirement. And you need to start planning for that today. Can you imagine being on retirement and having an investment that could potentially be generating $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month? You can enjoy your retirement, but you need to plan for it. Somebody said, you're already at a crossroad. You have a life-changing decision to make. Will you create the retirement that you want, or you take the one that shows up? Because if you don't plan for it, something will show up anyway. The second area you need to deal with has to do with housing. You know what? Paying rent advance for 24 months, for 36 months is not the way to go, because very soon the rent will be up. We are saying that the average Joe can build your own house. But the problem is most people confuse dream house with first house. So you meet young people in their 30s, they are trying to build their first house, and they are trying to build a 7-bedroom house, a 5-bedroom house. When you start that, you will never finish. The problem is that every money you make goes into this building, and at the same time you are paying rent. So by the time you are finished, it's 10 years, 15 years already, and guess what? All your children are gone. So we are saying that don't confuse dream house with a first house. Okay, let a first house be a first house, and my recommendation is a 3-bedroom house. Simple, and you can do that. But the location of the house also matters. Don't go too far, else you will spend so much money on fuel and transportation that you will not believe. The third area we touch on children's education. Once you have children, the child cannot wait. And we recommend that from today, you start planning for that child's university education. The fourth area is high life. Life cannot all be planning into the future and planning into the future. We are saying plan for the future, but also enjoy today. Make provision for enjoyment today as well. The third thing we discussed this morning is the fact that you need to learn to pay yourself every month. Because the so-called salary is not all for you. Part of that money is for your landlord. Part of it is for Uber. Part of it is for Ghana Water Company, ECG, MTN, Vodafone, among others. So we are saying that learn to pay yourself out of that money. And you can start with the 10-20-70 principle. If you believe in tithing, pay your tithe of 10%. If you don't believe in tithing, you give 10% to society. But the average Joe should invest at least 20% of your salary. Anybody who can do that, I give you another 10-15 years, you would be financially independent. If you are not financially independent, you will be very close to becoming financially independent. And we also said that invest or win first. Invest or win first. The fourth key we shared this morning is that you need to learn to create your own money machine. There are two types of money machine when it comes to making money. You have the manual money machine. And the manual money machine is when it requires your physical presence to make money. For example, if you are an employee, you trade your time for money. You need to be there to make money. And guess what? You are constrained because you have a maximum of 24 hours in a day. If you are self-employed, it's another manual money machine because you need to be there to make money. But let's elevate the discussion. There is nothing wrong with being an employee or self-employed, but we are saying that you can also create automatic money machines. What are the automatic money machines? You can use paper assets. When you are investing in treasury bills, treasury bonds, corporate bonds, you are investing on the stock market. But my favorite for the starter, the average Joe, is do mutual funds and unit trust. Because you will not believe it. With 20 cedis, you can start investing. 50 cedis, you can start something today. And when you do that, it does not require your presence to make money. That is why I call it an automatic money machine. You can still do your work and your money will be working for you. It's on autopilot and your money will be bringing back money. Another automatic money machine you could look at are real estate or properties. But you need to understand that the location matters. You don't have to spend $100,000 on a property and rent it out for 500 cedis every month. We need to be smarter than that. The third automatic money machine that you can use are businesses, where you have a business that runs with or without your presence and it brings back money. It's also an automatic money machine. You know what? When you have stuff like a television set, you are connected to DSTV, you have a car, and you don't have a money machine, it becomes a burden and not a blessing.